Hello, beautiful. How are you doing today? Do you ever feel like something's wrong with you? And because you're on a spiritual growth path, you go out looking for answers and you listen to spiritual teachers, spiritual gurus, you ask enlightened friends, and invariably you're probably going to hear something like, there is nothing wrong with you. What you're feeling is just your ego. Or this means that you're resisting awakening. Or you're identifying with your small self. Your pain is just an illusion created by your mind. What you're feeling is not real. Which, of course, after hearing that, you'll walk away feeling like now there's something wrong with me for feeling like there's something wrong with me. Well, this video is your permission to give them the proverbial finger. Because if you feel like something's wrong with you, with your life, inside of you, with the world, you're right. There would be something wrong with you if you didn't feel like there was something wrong with you. You know, many of us, we feel like something's wrong with us because we feel like a mess. In spite of all the inner work and meditation and shadow work and positive thinking we're doing, we're still struggling. We still feel off, like something is not quite right. And the idea of inner peace is it just kind of remains a very nice concept, but not something that we're experiencing, not all the time anyway. And it really sucks not to feel up to snuff when we're giving it our all. And frankly, it can be quite discouraging. I'm not saying that we don't have days where we're flying high, where we're feeling our divinity, like we're aligned, we're manifesting stuff, like all our hard work is finally paying off. The problem is that most of the time, we still feel something, here's a very scientific term, we still feel like something yucky is in the background and we can't shake it off. And there are days where we crash so hard that there has to be something wrong with us. Because surely, if we were doing things right, we wouldn't still feel depressed, anxious, defeated, and exhausted. If we were doing it right, surely life wouldn't feel so hard. So what's the deal? Well, first, at the most basic language, forgive my language, we live on a fucked up planet right now. That's the deal. Let's be real and look at the world we live in right now without the Instagram and TikTok filters that we're so used to using when we are shown the world these days. The world right now is run by greedy, manipulated, and manipulating people. Right now, cruelty is in full display all around us anytime we want to see it, and even when we don't. Minimum wages are kept so low to ensure that most people are kept in a state of survival. We are constantly bombarded by microwave, 5G waves, satellites sending signals like from thousands of spots in the sky, and electromagnetic fields from whatever passing through our bodies all day long. Our food is filled with chemicals and plastic bits and toxins, so much so that literally what we eat is killing us. Social media is designed to get us addicted and divided. Companies strategically and scientifically make us believe that we have to buy more in order to feel fulfilled and happy. And all that stuff is piling up in heaps of toxic landfills all around the planet. Our oceans are polluted, our beaches are covered with discarded clothing and plastics and whatever you want, and the air that we breathe in cities is toxic. Wildlife population has declined 70% in the last 50 years. Yes, this is a true number. Nature is being destroyed at an alarming rate, and less people have access to it, and it is kind of the only 3D thing that can get us connected to our true essence and our divinity. Okay, now I'm not telling you this to be a Debbie Downer, but no matter how much inner work we do, this is still the reality of the world and the planet we live on right now. And whether you, I, we think about these things a little bit or a lot, or not at all, they are affecting us. They are part of the energy that is circulating on the planet. So if you feel like something's wrong, you're right. Something is wrong. And what you're feeling is right. It's inevitable. It's unavoidable. Hey, I'm going to take a second here. I get very confused with asking you to subscribe or to support me or to buy my book. There is a part of me that really strongly feels uncomfortable every time I do. And then I am told that I have to do this if I want my channel to grow and if I want the financial support in order for me to continue the YouTube channel, and if I want my book to reach all the people that it is meant to reach. So sometimes I'll say, please subscribe. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll forget. Sometimes I'll intentionally not say it. Just know that it's not easy for me to ask, but I will put the link for all these things in the video description below. Thanks. Bye. Okay, that doomy planet stuff was number one. Now, here's number two. We are in the midst of an evolution spurt of human consciousness, and we are experiencing growing pains. And it's damn uncomfortable. Okay, so I looked up at the definition of growth spurt. Here it is. A rapid and sudden increase in activity or growth. And the symptoms are increased appetite, fussiness, changes in sleep patterns, and increased clumsiness as the body adjusts to its new size. Well, appetite. We have an increased hunger for answers, explanations, and validation. And that's why we seek out so much content. Of course, like in my other video, I talk about the answer is not always outside, more like inside. But regardless, we are hungry for answers. Increased appetite. 2, fussiness. Yes, we feel like we're living on the edge. We're emotional and we are on a constant roller coaster. 3, sleep patterns. Well, yeah, I think most of us are feeling this. And clumsiness. We are stumbling as we are adjusting to the new frequencies of evolution. A lot of people are calling this the 3D to 5D shift, the ascension. But if we want to keep it simple, it's a growth spurt, and that always comes with growing pains. Whether you're growing new teeth as a baby, or growing 6 inches taller in the summer, or growing your family or your business, or growing from 3D to 5D consciousness, growth comes with growing pains. And that's what we're feeling when we feel like something's wrong with us. Yes, a growth spurt is also filled with discoveries, with new sensations, with new horizons, with new perspectives, with new possibilities. But it also comes with pains because the body is changing. We have to let go of who we were, of things as they were, and what we were used to. And we don't always like it. Sometimes we wish that we could stay the way we were. Sometimes we wish that it could be happening faster and just be done with. But regardless of how we feel about it, once it starts, it's happening. And in a very real way, we have no control over it. I just had a funny image. This evolution phenomenon is like changing into a werewolf or turning into the Hulk. It's awesome, but it hurts. Okay, anyway, one thing that can help in that situation through that process is awareness. Because when we're aware of the process that's unfolding, it allows us to be kinder towards ourselves, to show ourselves compassion, and maybe have a little bit more patience. It allows us to be witnesses, to have part of us be a witness, and maybe even kind of enjoy the show and enjoy the transformation that's occurring inside us. Okay, so all that being said, here are a few things to keep in mind. One, if you feel like something's wrong with you, there is nothing wrong with you. It's normal, you're fine, you're human. If someone tells you that your pain is an illusion and that you are resisting awakening, you know what to do. 3, it's okay to feel defeated sometimes, to feel like you can't breathe, like you can't do this anymore, and like you want to give up. We live in crazy times on a crazy planet, and sometimes this life can really suck the life out of us. And 4, don't beat yourself up. Show yourself some compassion. Give yourself some grace. You're going through a growth spurt, and it is not easy. Here's the bottom line. What you're feeling right now, that feeling like something's wrong with you, it's a normal reaction to a effed up planet. And it's a normal reaction to being a human who is embodying evolution. These are my thoughts for today. Food for thought. Let me know what you think. I want to tell you that your comments are changing me. Your comments make me evolve. They give me purpose. They do so much for me. I appreciate you. I appreciate them. And I feel you when you write to me. Like I said before, I don't always have the time, take the time, or have the bandwidth to reply to all of them, but I read them and I always intend to come and reply. And also, if you feel like it, when you make a comment, if you want to tell me where you're watching from, I really love that. It's like I can see all these dots around the planet, and I think that's very, very cool. So that's it. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye.